So we have a factoring problem here. Notice this problem is a trinomial. You have a y squared minus 24y plus 144. Whenever you have three terms that progress with y squared, then a y to the first, and a constant, first of all, if it's not in that order, write the problem in that order. Is called descending powers order. Now, a method for doing this is find numbers that multiply to equal 144, and at the same time add to be negative 24. Okay, so again, multiply to be the constant. That's the term that has no variable, and add to be the y variable, or the one that's not raised to a power. It's really raised to a power of 1. So multiplies to be the constant, adds to be the middle term. And if you find a pair of numbers that makes this true, then the problem is factorable. If you cannot find a pair, if it doesn't exist, not if you can't find it, but if there are not numbers that exist that multiply to be the constant and add to be the middle coefficient, then that means the problem is prime or not factorable. This one is factorable. So I think about numbers that multiply to be a positive and add to be a negative. Well, they're both going to have to be negative. That's for sure, because the only way you can multiply to be a positive number is if the signs are the same, both positive or both negative. But if it adds to be a negative number, then it's clear they're both negative. Now, my first thought was when I see 144, and it's probably yours as well, 12 times 12, right? Because 12 times 12 multiplies to be 144 and adds to be 24. But it'd have to be both be negative to make that true. So there's not going to be another pair of numbers. There's either going to be one pair that does it or no numbers at all, which would mean it's prime. Now what do? I break this down into a binomial, which is two terms times another binomial, using these two values. So in other words, to get y squared, I need a y times a y, and to get the 144, I need the minus 12 and the minus 12. Now, what's great about these problems is you can always check your work, too. This is what we're saying is the answer. But I could check it by doing y times y. So this is a check. Again, y times y is y squared. Y times negative 12 is negative 12y. Negative 12 times y is negative 12y. And negative 12 times negative 12 is plus 144. I add my like terms in the middle, y squared minus 24y plus 144. So there we go. It checks out just fine. So that means what I have above there is factored correctly. Hope this helps.